Roses are blooming. All the flowers have started opening.
Cool.
Once those bloom, you can cut it down and cut that so it's a little lower, or just leave them there for that matter. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
That's one tall rose bush.
There we go. And yes, I did make sure that it was also streaming over there. Got all the things going. Okay, so we're doing. Hello. Oh no, that's not the other bag. That's the one that I found because I didn't see the other one because it was hiding behind the door.
Yeah, it was behind you. Yeah.
It was behind the door.
Good morning, people. This morning we're going to do plates.
Yes, it is good morning.
Yes, it is morning.
I know, I had to look. I wasn't sure. Brightness. It's because 4 plates that are going to have Italian-style designs. And then we have a request for an 11-inch plate.
Yeah.
I know you love making this.
Adam
And Earl and Tahira.
Tahira. That's one I couldn't quite see all the letters from here.
That is too big. 35 ounces.
35.
I have no idea why I jumped. It always
Because
makes
you've
it.
never heard that sound before.
No.
Not this morning, at least. And now turn it on.
It's always not
helps
do
to keep it
much.
on the wheel first.
No. Getting some plates thrown today. I was just also checking to make sure that the wheel cam hadn't gotten bumped.
Ah, yes.
Go. And we have me join. And no.
Good morning. Wrong one.
It's a very sunshiny day here.
Other parts of the country are so
Yeah.
freezing. And we have sunny, it's all blue skies, thin clouds. And
Yeah. Very spring-like out there right now, in like the more middle part of the country where they're suffering from the polar vortex. I have Suzanne and Bridget join. You know.
all those in the Midwest and East are doing okay.
How you guys doing? None of you too freezy, I hope.
We're supposed to have storm hit in a couple days.
Yeah. This weekend?
Yeah, Thursday, Friday.
That's just supposed
Friday,
to be
Saturday.
rain, right?
It's just rain. There might be snow up in the passes. We might have snow levels down to 3,000 feet.
Down to 3,000. Yeah, so like, that won't even catch Berry Summit.
No, it won't.
The snow will still be like, 2 hours away? If it does get down to 3,000 feet?
Yeah. Probably further away than that.
Yeah.
I don't know. We don't go hunting down the snow, so.
No. It's fun to play in occasionally, but it takes an awful lot of effort to get to it.
Yep.
Okay. As I recall, 11-inch plates are more like 45 ounces.
Yeah. What do I have here?
Because these are just, the Italianoid ones are just that 9-ish mark.
Yep. That's it. Because these are also the smaller bats, too. There we
Yes.
go. There's one.
And the other 3 pieces are already there. Oh.
Good morning, Bridget and Suzanne and Linda and
Yes, the one with the AE combo letter in it.
yeah. Not sure how to pronounce that one.
If you want us to read off your name, please send us a phonetic. We'll have Raphael join. Hello. See, that one didn't make the loud sound.
It's when it has a large flat surface, it hits the large flat surface.
Yeah, it makes that really loud slap sound. The thing is I'm really used to that noise. I don't know why that particular instance of it made me jump.
Yeah, happens sometimes.
So what remains on the list of sold items there is the plates, which all those pieces are measured out. The 11-inch plate, I think it's more the 45-ounce range. Barbara Surgeon and Jim Digger Jenkins. Hello.
Good morning.
And after that, it's just the butter dome and the bottle lid. And with that, we will have actually gotten caught up on all of the current sold order pieces.
Oh, cool.
We're actually getting close. And then we can start doing things like open stock mugs. Do you want to just finish off the bag after that with mugs?
Handle cups.
Yeah, we need a muchness of handle cups. Oh, that drop of clay hit my foot. It hit the arch of my foot.
Oh dear.
And it was just the shock of it hitting.
Plate.
Nope.
Kelly, Matthew joined. Good morning, guys.
Hello. It's one of those things I see us noticing as I go up the ladder. It's like, well, I'm never entirely out of shot. There's times where it's just my tootsies, just my feet. Because, well, ladder. Short people. Do make use of the full extent of the vaulted ceiling, though, in this room.
Yeah.
It's actually one of the ones with the lower vaulting.
It only goes up to maybe 8.5 to 9 feet.
Now we have Joel Miskell and Ted there join. Hello. That's a clicky bat, isn't it?
Yeah. Or it was briefly.
Yeah. It could be that whatever little bit of clay was underneath the bat got smushed out. Worked its way out, got powdered.
Nah, never happened.
Now is where it goes from pancake to plate. Using that sponge to make sure that you don't have finger welts in it.
Yeah, because not small fingers, I would leave grooves pretty easily.
And those aren't so fun to draw over. It leaves wibbles in the paint.
It's good if you want it for the grill type.
Yeah, there was
Right.
there was that skillet that you made for that one Korean cook. They had the extra deep throwing rings in the bottom.
Yeah, because she wanted the grill marks.
Yes.
was told it worked really well.
Next. Nice thing is these don't take you that long to throw.
Yeah. Ooh, that's not going to be a good one for a plate.
One of the ones with a crack in it?
Yeah, that wouldn't be good for a plate.
No.
It could cause the plate to crack.
I want to make a note because I need to add the Valkyrie pattern to the website.
Yeah. You should do that, Sarah. Probably work on that tomorrow morning.
Yeah. I don't want to open too much in the way of programs while we have this
I
going.
don't think that would be a good combination.
No, because it would mean opening a photo editor in addition to the web program and utilizing PayPal to build the buttons as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, not so much a thing.
Splatter clay on my glasses. I saw the thing go splat right onto the lens. Right on the bifocal of that. That's really good. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is. The problem with the tools is they're becoming your basic clay color and blending with everything
else. The tabletops, the other pieces of clay,
The other tools.
the other tools, the buckets.
Yeah. You know, it's red, but it doesn't show up so much once it's covered in clay.
And we have had tools that have come back through the washing machine because they got stuck to towels. They were very clean then. Had Robert Coleman going. Hello.
Go.
Plate 4 already.
Yeah. Okay. Actually,
Yeah, you're gonna have to get out a larger bat.
you know, you can do it on one of the bigger bats.
Ooh, yeah, there's actually a lump of clay in the way.
No, it's not quite.
Okay.
Just very close.
So, here.
And see if this actually makes an 11-inch plate.
Yeah.
If not, it'll be a 10-inch plate. And I'll use a
That
bigger
is
piece
a
of plate.
45-ounce piece. So it's about 38% bigger than the other pieces I've been giving you. I'm hoping that equates to an additional 2 inches in diameter. The thing is even if that one comes out undersized and we have to throw another, I'm sure we'll have a taker for that one. There's never a shortage of people who want the bigger plates. Michael Kramer told me. Hello.
It's one of those bats where the pinholes broke.
Yeah, the pinholes are off center on that one.
Yes.
How annoying!
Yes, yes it is.
Equivalent of visual static. You can even see that just doing that shimmy thing on the screen. If someone got that one in the whole jig just a fraction of an inch off.
Yeah.
That's resulting in that with yeah,
Doing the hula.
doing the hula, high speed hula. And Andrea Scott joined.
Oh, dang it.
It might be that I need to get you a larger
Yeah,
piece of
because it
clay.
didn't look like it was going to really be big enough.
No.
Because
you want
it's
like a-
exponential. Because as it gets bigger, it takes
Yeah.
more clay.
So do you want more like a 55?
Yeah.
It'll be a big plate, just not big enough. John Flynn joined. You know. Fine art making the plates that are one size down from platters.
This one is
Can you see your shrink rule there?
9.5.
Yeah. There, how about a 65?
Yeah. It's a perfectly nice plate. It's just not 11.
It's just not the size we're looking for today. For that order.
Next week, yeah. Get the cue off the
Yeah,
hands.
this one's gonna have to, due to the size of the bat, it's gonna have to get over here.
Donovan, good morning.
No.
How are you doing today?
Squishiness in the fabric. Finally got around to utilizing one of the things we got for Christmas, which was some fabric that it made into full-length vests. Supposed to be the best way of describing these.
Or sleeveless coats.
Or sleeveless coats, depending on what you want to call them. Cozy.
Uh-huh.
Because there's times where you want the full-length cozy, but you don't want things down over your hands.
Mm-hmm.
Or the extra bulk of cloth on the arms. And that looks more like the right amount of clay. Goes through. Remembering to keep up on the list of things that we've done versus not done. Good.
That's at 12% shrinkage, and this is 11, so.
Well, that's good because then it'll actually come out slightly over 11 inches.
Yeah. Okay. I send with this ruler, it has 6 and 12 and 14.
This one's
Because that's the size it would be after it's glaze fired. Right now, if I used a regular ruler, it would measure a slight bit more than 11 inches.
Oh, yes. Okay, got the block done. Okay, yes.
Yay, 4 more orders for over here.
Hey. Undercut. And this one because it is so big.
Oh, yes.
There we go.
And that one. Now the one that was the 11-inch.
Thank you. Good morning.
And that's the. Oh, and that's what that picture's for. Okay.
Now I'm out of lumps of clay.
I know you're out of lumps of clay. I'm coming back. I'm coming back.
There.
I was going for the form you were going to need for this next one because
You
have. Okay, that was the 11-inch plate. You have butter dome and that lid. And I think on the back, yes, that's the inside diameter.
Okay.
So I need to measure that with a real ruler, or a non-shrink rule.
Where is my
Oh, yeah.
calipers?
Yeah,
Calipers are right here.
because if you
Once
just
again with the basic clay color.
if you just use the calipers on that, then the shrinkage rate will result
Okay, then.
in the proper shrink size.
Okay, then. Yeah, now I need the ruler because that's the.
Yeah, I was just going to take the ruler to this. It is 4 1/4 inches. That is the internal diameter.
Sure.
So you probably want something that's closer to what, 4 1/8?
But no, if I put the 4 1/4, that's why I was putting it onto the shrink rule.
Okay, now how much clay? Oh, you're gonna want this back.
Yes, I do. I'll put it right here. That's why I had it right.
How much clay are you gonna want for that? Little Theodore.
About 14.
14 ounces?
Yeah.
Okay. And then if it's too much, you can always cut off.
The sound effects are the thought process in action.
That is.
Get older and your thought process kind of squeaks, you know?
Okay, that's 15, 16 now.
Oh,
It looks about right. Let's see if it comes out right.
yeah.
Yeah, because this will be a lid for a pre-existing piece.
I wanted a more secure lid for his Middle Eastern bottle.
And when that piece is done, I'll set that in the area for slow drying.
Yes. It's not going to be right.
Nobody saw anything. No one saw that.
It's 5 inches. Because it says on there, it's 5 inches across. Okay. So now I have this part wide enough. Now,
Yeah.
because this part down here, that's the top. It'll go onto the bottle like that. I wanted a flat lid with the 12 sides, so when it pours, the lid stays put. Rather than having just the lid for when it's sitting. And put some perforated holes so
So constrain the contents if he was doing a beverage that had like floating chunks of spices or lemon wedges, that kind of thing in it.
yeah, it's the stuff that has the
So kind of it.
yes, the stuff that with the vinegar in it, which actually
It's really
tastes good.
tasty.
And now I'll need 4 1/4.
Make the cylinder part the right diameter.
Yeah.
Oh, it's much too small as of yet. My drawing is not necessarily to scale.
It's okay. I'm a professional. I can do this. Sometimes even on the first try. The bottle has a big
It's a very broad-necked bottle. Yeah, it's a Luger joint. You know. Is it the right diameter now?
Stop moving.
Does it need to go out or in at this point?
Out.
This is a single light band of reflected light hitting the surface of what you're throwing.
Just kind of cool.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Shh. Don't anybody say anything. It might fall. No.
Well, you had to adjust the diameter by what was it, like over an inch?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, this will go down where it can dry very carefully.
You don't want that cracking.
No!
Then I'd have to make it again.
It'd be a pain in the butt. Okay. So at this point, do you want to make the butter dome? Or do you want to switch to mugs?
Could switch to mugs. Unless somebody liked to see me throw something else other than endless mugs.
That's not big enough. Don't take the clay away. I was checking to see how much that was. Not a whole lot left in the bag. Well, I mean, you have thrown 6 plates.
Yeah.
Well, 30 ounces. That'd be a good size mug.
They'll just be mugging it up for a while.
I have a bag. After the throwing, we'll be getting on to more draw paint.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and running out to get the one ingredient that we're out of for the pizza. Broccoli. Broccoli. Yes, we use broccoli when it comes to our pizza. It's part of the basis for the sauce.
Yes.
Due to food allergies. And just never being that fond of cream sauces to begin with.
I had to give up on the red sauce on pizza. And cream sauces got really old really quick.
So did fighting with pizza places over getting the ingredients correct. Thus, for over a decade now, we've made our own pizza. I have to say, visitors who've tried our pizza think it's quite good.
Just very different.
Yeah. They have a tendency of calling it gourmet rather than weird, which is nice.
It's another word for weird, though, honestly.
It's weird in a friendly, tasty way versus weird. My, that's weird. One lucky mug.
Oh, they got here early today.
Yeah.
It's garbage day. So consistent.
And then, whoop! Sugar, get away. I'm fine. I'm fine. Shut up!
Don't worry, no one's watching.
Nobody at all.
Nope.
Come back, Clay! Shut up! Just trying to get this lump of clay the right weight. We had Buddy Schofield, Nikki Perry, and Ellen Jordan.
Good morning, everybody.
Yep.
Doing mugs.
We have 3 mug pieces, and then whatever size this one is. It's a 9-ounce piece. It'll be a slightly oversized mini. We have 5 Reacts up here. Catherine, Doe, Linda Levy, Kelly Wild, and Bonnie Williams. I have no idea how it determines who's joined versus who's viewing versus the reacts. I do not pretend to understand how Facebook manages that.
Yeah.
Or reports it or whatever.
Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. 4 more pieces.
4 more pieces.
Yeah, cheers. Squishy, 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 squishy. It's the thing with watching a lot of YouTube content, you end up with catchphrases that are excessively obscure.
Yes. They are.
James B. Robertson joined. Oh, no. And Stacy last to join. Hello. Ah. It's like, that's one of the big Cal Fire trucks. I'm like, oh yeah. Grocery run.
Oh, yeah. That's right. They always use the big truck.
They always use the big truck. Well, we've seen how much food the Cal Fire guys buy at a time. They'll generally have half a dozen of them in the store at any one time, and each with a cart. Or no, it's generally three sets, 3 pairs, each with one cart, and they're like rattling off to one another what they need next on the list.
Yeah.
There's the fruit and veg cart, there's the meat cart, and then there's the everything else cart.
It's not a big town, guys.
No. We frequently run into Cal Fire doing their grocery run over at the Safeway. That's a nice shape mug.
Oh, that's good. Last I was making this cylinder and it was just getting
Taller and taller.
It's kind of like, okay, no. Maybe I should give it some shape.
It's got some nice shape to it. Other than the fact that it's, yeah, doing a bit of a hula. Yep. And I think we have some handles. I'm not sure. I'll have to check. Black handles. Where are you? Well, that's annoying. I'm gonna have to make some handles. Do you want to know how many we have?
How many?
3!
And how many cups?
To have handles? 5?
Yeah.
Meh.
Meh.
That's unless you want to make the last 2 to be more of the S-sided handleless, or the tall beaker shapes.
I can just do tall beaker shapes.
Those always go well. Go down well. And then we'll have the right number of handles to cups. After all, I think that's what that last one was trying to be. It wanted to go straight up. I wanted to be a beaker. It's your meditative, staring straight forward position there. So, is there anything interesting out the window right now?
There was a kitty out there. There's a dark colored kitty.
Really, a dark colored one?
Yeah.
Now I understand. There aren't that many dark colored cats in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Was it one of the dark gray mottled coats, or was it actually a black?
Kind of dark brown. It wasn't black. Otherwise, I would have said black.
Okay, I saw that one sitting on the front deck the other day, because it almost looked like a darker version of Desi from the back, because it's actually got that kind of marbleized pattern.
Interesting.
And it doesn't have any white to its face or paws. Because I'm like, that's one of the newer ones.
Yeah. What I'm doing when I'm not watching, like when I'm doing this, I can feel how the clay. Feel how it's moving.
She's not distracting herself with what it looks like. She's just feeling the shape.
there's any unevenness, it works its way up to the top, then I slice it off. Another way to do it would be sit here with my eyes closed like this.
And then your eyes have to readjust to the light conditions when you open them again.
It's only a little bit of unevenness.
Yeah, not much at all. In which case, you're just scraping it down with your fingernail.
Yeah. It's not enough to actually slice it off like it's a guillotine and slicing off somebody's head or anything. Not that I've ever thought of things like that. Oh, no.
It's not that you were, annoyed from the get-go this morning with the cat trying to wake you up with her whiskers.
Starting at 3:30 this morning, and she didn't stop.
I just had the cold wet nose in the eye from the other cat.
That's a lot less disturbing.
And then Nara has the longer whiskers, too.
Yes, she does.
Want your red tool?
Where did it go? It's right there.
This is like, if you're looking for your red tool, I could point it out for you. There we go.
One toe beaker. How's that?
Yes, quite a nice shape to that one. That one can go up on the second shelf because it does not need a slow dry.
Stop that.
You got Gradu in your pedal again?
Yeah. Really? Where did you go, Tool? You leapt to your doom.
My
There
back
it
was
is.
turned, I couldn't see it.
There, found it. Stacy last.
And after this, there's just one mini.
Yeah.
Those stones where it's like, well, I know I can rotate the input. And I'm like, I'm not sure it would be any better if I because I'm like, it'd be better if I took the camera that's aimed at you, rotated it 90 degrees, and moved it closer. But I'm not sure it would be any better at angle.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't get bumped where it is right now.
It's true. If you moved it forward,
It might conceivably get bumped.
you think the cats might bump it getting to the window?
Oh no, never. The cats never bump anything. We had Debbie Sawyer join. Now down to the second to last piece of today's throwing. Doing a tall beakeries type cup. Suppose that's another maneuver that you don't really see at home. It's not really recommended. You run your hands up the outside of both sides at the same time.
Those who doing this more, they're less likely to do anything untoward.
Yeah. See, once you learn the rules thoroughly and they become ingrained, then you can learn where to bend them.
Also find what works best for you.
Because everybody's hands are different.
Yeah. I have little hands. Also, this is just good at coloring it in. We're just making it smaller around, which is what the term means. Color, as in small for the neck opening.
Madame.
Unique. The fingers.
The nails.
And nails, madame. And this one is big on me. You will stop doing that now.
Yeah, that was just putting up a fight.
Well, there's this
Inconsistency?
at the bottom.
Hmm.
Cheat.
There. Bottom inconsistency removed. Yeah, James Morton. Hello.
And this is why I have no fingernails.
Because the grindy sound is for fingernails on the back.
Like cats scratch it. And a scratching post, you know.
You grind them off with clay.
Yeah.
One last piece. What you looking at now?
That's just good. The sky is a lot less clear.
Yeah,
They either
you're right.
have-
It's getting hazy.
It's getting hazy out there. That's why I was going. Is someone doing a burn pile or is that fog?
We had somebody that block away do burn pile yesterday. That
So
looks like
it is the neighbor across the street. He has a
Okay.
very deep yard. It's must be crossroads.
Actually, from the color of that and where it is, it looks more like burn pile smoke.
It does. That's why I was saying.
yeah.
Because it doesn't look like fog.
I kind of wonder if it might be somebody up that way.
Could be.
There goes Mr. Fortuna Police.
That was their more dignified car.
Yes, not the the flag covered one.
That's the one they use for
Going to the schools. Last piece, which should not take you long at all. Get centered in about 3 seconds. From ball to open to form in about 2. Complete with sound effects.
Sometimes they just need sound effects.
Yeah. Hello. And that's what? Almost done now? It's done.
There we
And
go.
that is the last piece for today. 1 mini cup. Nope. Okay.
And with that, we say goodbye.
Bye. Wave with the other hand so I can use the mouse.
And our stuff will be going up